Could Jalen Hurts win an MVP?
Yeah.
He definitely can win MVP.
I think that's more likely than them having the number one offense.
I do too. Yeah, no, I think Jalen Hurts could win MVP. His current odds are plus 1,600. And kind of like you just said, I think a good thing to compare it to is Lamar Jackson's 2019 season when he won MVP. And Lamar was the only unanimous MVP. But in that season, Lamar Jackson had 27 pass yards, 36 pass TDs, 1,200 rush yards, 7 rushing TDs, and a 14-2 record. And Jalen Hurts,
the record's a big thing.
The record's a big thing too. And Jalen Hurts doesn't need to replicate these numbers because Lamar, like I said, was the first unanimous MVP. Yeah. But if he can be in the same ballpark as these numbers and have the Eagles push for the 1 seed, he could win MVP. And with the best O-line in the league, they have the third easiest schedule in the league. The weapons around him, he could easily do it.
I bet he finishes top 5.
And in week 1, he 17 carries for 90 yards. So he has to average 70 yards per game.
He ran the ball 17
carries for 90 yards. Jesus. And if he averages 70 rush yards per game, then he'll touch that 1,200 record, which Lamar Jackson has.
And he'll have games with over 100 yards.
And he had 10 rushing TDs last year. He had another 1 or 2 this week. Wouldn't shock me if he gets 10-plus again. It's for the passing stats.
It's the passing touchdowns.
He had 16 pass TDs last year.
He's going to need to bump
but that'll be up to like 24.
If he can get 26 to 28, I think, and like we said, the Eagles are 12-5, 13-4, whatever they may be, 1,200 rush yards. He's got to get over 1,000 rush yards for sure, and he has to get at least 28 pass touchdowns for sure. And the Eagles have to be a 1 or 2 seed. Yeah, all 3 of those things have to happen.
It's got to follow the Cam Newton, Lamar.
It's set up.
Model.
It's set up right now for them to where he could achieve this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they have him on his rookie deal. They built this team to go all in right now. There's pieces everywhere.
Team stacked.
There's nothing fucking stopping them.
I mean, the league.
There really isn't. The schedule's the biggest. I think the schedule with the record, how that's going to correlate.
The other thing too, I keep going back to Cam Newton. One, just because he's more of a power runner, like Cam was. But that one thing about Cam Newton and those Panthers teams, they had Jonathan Stewart, but goal line was all Cam Newton.
And that's what Jalen Hurts is.
All Jalen Hurts for the Eagles. It's the same thing.
But he's not running powers like Cam was. They're more doing They're more so doing options and stuff.
They run some powers with him.
I mean, he ran for 10 TDs last year.
I mean, a lot of that stuff wasn't between the tackles, though.
No, but
not like Cam. Like Cam.
Okay, but no, he's a different kind of running quarterback than Cam.
He's a power runner, though. He's not a speed runner.
They're not going to run it up the gut with him, but they're going to have options that are strictly designed for Jalen. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So
the guy ran the ball 17
He's not the
times.
same.
For sure. I'm not saying he's not a between the tackles.
No.
Like
He's not the same type of runner as Cam, but he's going to get the same usage as Cam.
I think he's similar to running to Cam Newton than he is to Lamar.
I think he is. Jalen Hurts is big, dude.
I know he's a big guy.
He's a big guy.
Like, he's not
juking
people out.
He's not close to Cam though.
We're not saying he's Cam.
I say he runs more like Cam.
He does run, but he's not. But the Eagles aren't using him like Cam. They're using him in his own.
I think if there's a middle ground between
they're not
Cam,
doing QB power. They're doing read options.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think if there's whatever the middle ground is between Cam and Lamar, I think he's that.
Okay.
I agree. Yeah.
But I think that's that model that he can easily follow. 1 seed or 2 seed, all the stats you just pointed out. I mean, that's shown to be MVP twice the last 2 years for a running quarterback.
The league loves a good story. What better than Philly? Quarterback win an MVP, second-round pick.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, nothing better.